Hi friend, I hope you had a fantastic week. So today I want to talk to you about distractions. So we all have them in our lives, right? And they're different for each person. For some people, a distraction might be watching too much Netflix. For other people, it might be working too much. A distraction might be, I don't know, it could be so many things. But you get the point. You all know what distractions are. So, why is it so important that we get rid of distractions in our lives? Because distractions hold us away from what we actually want to focus on, what we actually want to achieve, right? I'll give you an example. So if you're working on the computer and you're working on a program you're writing on, or you're working on something on the computer, whatever, and you get over and over and over distracted through going on Facebook, you have a problem. You can't get done what you're actually trying to do, and your focus always switches away from what you're planning to do, right? If your head is focused on the work, but then you go on Facebook, it just moves away, and you're like, oh, shoot, now I lost my thought, and it takes a while to get back into it, right? And then all those other things come in your head that you might have to do, so your focus is totally gone from what you actually try to achieve. Because now you have all those other things, oh shoot, I probably should buy dinner, or whatever it is, right? And then you're getting really distracted. I was reading recently, or thinking about it in that context of the story of Peter. Peter, at one point, was out in the middle of the lake, right? They're taking their boat, paddling and whatever, and are doing fishing and all their stuff. And when he does that, Jesus comes walking on the lake. He's like, first of all, that's pretty crazy, right? You see somebody that you know and love starting to walk on the lake. It's a little bit wow. But not just that. Peter is on the boat and he looks at Jesus, right? He has total trust in Jesus. He totally loves him. He's totally excited about him, right? And he's totally passionate about Jesus. And then he says, hey, can I walk towards you? And Jesus is like, yeah, come. Hop out the boat. Walk. Peter does. He jumps out of the boat, starts walking. He's like, what? This is holding me. This is amazing. But then he's a little bit closer to Jesus. He walks maybe halfway or something. I don't exactly know how far it was. But he starts walking one step at a time, and another step, and another step. And then the distractions come in. He thinks, wait, this makes no sense. I'm walking on water. Water shouldn't carry me. Water's there to drink and to sink, right? It makes no sense. Oh no. And now there's waves and stuff. Oh, no, I'm going to die. So his distractions actually lead him to a place of fear. The distractions create a place of fear and an overwhelmed feeling. And then he starts sinking in that moment, because his attention and his view wasn't on Jesus anymore. It was on all those other things, all those things that could go wrong, right? All those things that don't work out, maybe. All those terrible things that could happen in that water. And what does he do? He's just holding up his hand, and Jesus pulls him back out. But let me suggest, Peter still had a lot of stuff going on in his life at this point that distracted him from really focusing on Jesus and focusing on that relationship and the meaning of that relationship. Maybe he was already thinking so much about oh, we can feed another 5,000, we can do that, and we can do that, and we can do that. Not bad things. But they kept him away from focusing on Jesus in that moment. I'm not saying don't do any of those things, because they're all really important, really good. But what I'm saying is, don't let them become a distraction, like Facebook. So we're more focused on those things and let those things overwhelm us than we're focused on Jesus and why we're doing those things. We do it because we love Jesus and we want other people to know Jesus, right? He doesn't feed the 5,000 just for the heck of it and be like, oh, let's just feed 5,000 people, feel like it. That can overwhelm you then. No, he did it because people were listening and they were there. And it happened because he cared, like Jesus cared. But it was about the relationship. So I want to encourage you with that. Look at your life and see what distractions are there. You don't have to report this to anybody. You can if you like. But when you see the distractions, okay, first address them. See what distracts you. Then address them. Bring them before Jesus and say like, hey, look, these are my distractions. Can you help me? Ask him to help you overcome them. And then start slowly overcoming them. And when you do that, look at Jesus. Don't look at the distraction. Look at Jesus. And be like, okay, you're greater than this. I have to think about this all the time too. Because the vision of the ministry is so big and so much stuff going on. I can't do it on my own. And then you get distracted sometimes with like, oh, what if this happens? And what if we don't have enough support? What if we get sick? What if blah, 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 blah. And then fear comes in, right? So you get overwhelmed by distractions because you focus your thoughts on something that's actually not important. You try to figure out like, how can I move this vision like that it's actually going to happen exactly like that? And all you have to do is like focus on Jesus and say like, Jesus, you guide me step by step. Because he's that, I'm only doing what I see the Father doing. And when we look at him, then those distractions can fall away. But as soon as we look away and we let them into our lives, they're going to control us and going to take over. So I want to encourage you with that. Whatever they are, pray about it. Watch yourself and see like what distracts you. And then bring it before Jesus. And ask him to help you break free from them. Because it's really important. Because when he calls you out to walk on the water, you don't want to sink, right? The only way you're not going to sink is like if you look at him. And you're not looking at the issues, you're not looking at the problems, you're not looking at the distractions, you look at him. So I want to encourage you with that today. He is with you, and he can help you through. And he has a great plan for your life. Just know that. Kill those distractions in your life. Alright, get started. Have a wonderful week. Bye.